EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon going alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. One rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys. On first down, Brady.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him.
First down, Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's a
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Fights off the defender. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's to the veteran tight end, Carter Landry. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
We gonna shut y'all.
After review of the play, ruling on the field to convert.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, it's Robinson. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball...
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He stiff arms him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy holidays to you.
All right, hang on. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're... Sometimes you don't...
On first down, it's Robinson, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On third down, Robinson sheds off the tackle. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they'll throw with Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 68 yards. And the Jaguars extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
We're going to work.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They run. Robinson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Get ready.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten it. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
Here we go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a pass hauled in downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Mike's 54.
On the run, it's Robinson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They run the counter. Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants,